Good morning. Today is December 3rd, and we are going to be doing some rock candy this morning. It's December, so rock candy is good any month of the year, but it's really good around Christmas time. So today we're going to do 3 batches at once today. I like to multitask. If you're new at this, I recommend just starting out at 1. So we're going to put 4 cups of sugar into each one of our pots. That's what we're going to start with. Our second one. And our third one. Warmer today than it was yesterday. I think it was like 40 degrees this morning as opposed to 19. Okay, on the next step, we're going to add 1 cup of water to each mix. I want to go ahead and stir my water into my sugar. At least get it started on each one. Just because once you add the syrup, it's going to get real stiff. So we also got some cranberries soaking over here, so we can can some cranberry sauce later. That'll be a different video. Now keep in mind when you're working with sugar, or more specifically hot sugar, it will burn you extremely easy, and it's a type of burn that you just can't get off very quick. We're going to add 2 cups, actually we're going to add 1 cup of Karo syrup. I'm used to doing a double batch. So we're going to pour out 1 cup. These little bottles here are 2 cups per container. So that being said, when you pour one out, you know you can just automatically pour the other one in there. Or if you're doing a double batch, which is what I normally do, you want to make sure you get all your corn syrup out there. Okay, so that's the first one. We're going to pour this one in because, like I said, we know it's 2. And these are really good. Let's see, I'm going to turn this a little bit here. These are really good. You can kind of see the type of bottles they come in. They are pretty good if you just are patient. They'll drain themselves out pretty good. I just usually set it right here on top of my wooden spoon and let it set for a minute. And I'm going to stir this one in. You want to get that good and mixed. And then we're going to do 1 more 1 cup for the 3rd batch. And today we're doing cinnamon, strawberry, and grape. Add this last one over here. cranberries that we got soaking. So pretty. Okay, we're gonna move these over here. Set this back over here. Check on our bottle that's draining, and there we are, drained. There's the last little drop, pretty much. Okay. Now I go ahead and add the food coloring. And we're gonna turn everything on. I turn mine on medium heat, medium high. Depends on your level of expertise, I guess, and how you want to cook it, how fast you're going to be there. You do have to get it to come to a hard crack. So you're going to want to have a candy thermometer, and the hard crack is 300. And when it starts getting close to 300, you really want to keep an eye on it, because you don't want it to go over. It's going to get way too hard, way too quick. Okay, so today, since we're doing grape, let's see, that's not the one I want. Actually, I want this. I'm gonna do some blue, and then this other like a. There we go. Stir that together so we can come up with a purple, a really deep purple. Here, I'm gonna put it over here. You see this? I hope you can see that. How pretty of a blue that is. You can adjust your colors to whatever you want. Let's see, this one, let's see here. We're going to be strawberry, so watch here. Anybody that knows me knows I love pink. Get that mixed up good. I use the gel ones, which will be fine. Actually, I use both the gel and the regular ones. And that's such a pretty color. And you see that splashing up because I get excited and get to stirring fast. That's what will burn you if you're not careful. We're going to get those pieces mashed up good. They blend in well. And then this last one is going to be cinnamon. So we're going to do cinnamon red. We're going to put some extra red in there. I had a crimson. Here's that. Yeah, that's the one I want. We're going to add some crimson into that. We like our cinnamon to be really red. I made blue cinnamon one time and it kind of freaked people out. See how dark that is? Oh yeah. Now you don't want to add your flavorings until after you take them off. So do not add them yet. Okay. There we go. Can you see that? I want that to be a little bit more purple. And when you're done, it's all going to be coated with powdered sugar anyway. So your colors ain't really that important, but it's fun. I keep a warm cup of water when I'm messing with the candy thermometer, just because I want to be able to place it somewhere that it's gonna, as soon as I take it out, that it's gonna be able to relax and, you know, not stay hard for long. The quicker you can get everything in the water whenever you get it done, after you empty it, the better. Now, some people stir these, just walk away and leave them and just come back and stir them every 15 minutes or so. It is a long process. So, while this is starting to boil or heat up, it ain't even close to boiling yet, we are going to look at how to do the pans. Pan today, just in case it makes a little bit more than what I intended. What you're going to want to do is have some spray. I guess I should make sure you can see this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have some spray and some parchment paper, and we're going to line our pans with it. Because when you take that off the stove, it's going to be hot. So you're going to want to put these on each one. And yes, you will regret it if you don't. And then after you put your paper on there, just spray them lightly with your spray. Now, all we have is just a waiting game. Just stirring and waiting. See, this one's already boiling. That one's gonna do good quick. So pretty. I think that rock candy is what created my fascination or fueled it with glass blowing, which I've never got to do, but one day. If I had a bucket list, that would be one of the things on it. So, let me tell you the backstory behind this. When I was in 9th grade, I was in FHA, Future Homemakers of America. Imagine that. I think they call it FCLA now or something like that, or FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, and then it went on. Somewhere along the way, it didn't become as cool to be a homemaker. I wish I'd realized the value of a homemaker back when I was younger. Anyway, my mama taught me how to make this years ago. I was needing to raise some money for a trip that we were going to take to St. Louis, Missouri. Complete with getting to see the arch and everything. Oh my. I was super excited. Couldn't wait. And we had to sell these things that were called a treasure chest. And it had one sample item of everything that was for sale. And then you carried it around from place to place like a trunk salesman. And you would open up your little cardboard suitcase and you'd pull out your, oh, well, I have this today for sale. And this is going to be available, blah, blah, blah. And we have this also and this also. How many of these items would you like to order? So, that being said, my mom and daddy both worked full-time jobs. And we lived 30 miles out in the boondocks. I mean, we didn't have running water. We didn't have a telephone. We did have a TV with a go outside and turn it antenna that got channel 3 and channel 5 and channel 40. And that was it. Most of our days are spent doing chores and working and, you know, doing what you gotta do. Well, anyway, I got to getting in my feelings, wanting to go on this trip and feeling like I couldn't do it because, you know, we just didn't have the money and I couldn't go and sell these items. So we had this amazing teacher, Mrs. Dorleen Heaton. And she was like a second mom to me, really. She was a second mom to a lot of us. And she gave me permission that if I could raise the money by selling suckers or anything that I made, that it would count. And let me tell you what, my mama became a sucker-making fool. And I'll never forget it. We sold at, I think it was a quarter a sucker, almost $1,000 worth of suckers. And oh my. I was never so sick of making suckers in all my life. But Lord have mercy, was it worth it, because I got to go to St. Louis, Missouri. We had one of the most eventful trips ever. We drove down to Dallas. The Gay Week, Chrissy Stillman, Karen McCall. There was a whole slew of us. Aaron Ward, Paula Kramer. All my friends from high school. And Sean M. Huff was there. Lord, and we lost our luggage going down that Dallas Interstate Highway. First time most of us had ever been to a big city. You know, we didn't even have a 2-lane road, really. I know we did, but that was about it. And so I remember we were joking, saying that his what was it? I can't even remember what we called them now. His BVDs were decorating someone's BMW because the luggage got stuck underneath a car and the car just kept going. And we're like, whoa! So here it is, sparks flying everywhere. And you know what? The crazy thing is, he had his grandmother's Bible in that luggage. And I want you to know that that Bible survived getting stuck underneath the car and getting drugged and everything. The top was ripped off of the luggage and the clothes was everywhere, but yet that Bible survived. So, but anyway, we got down there, and then we also got to fly. We went to, we flew out of Dallas and went to St. Louis. We got to go to the Marriott. Well, actually, we stayed in the Marriott, and we got to go down to the main dining room table for one of our meals, and they have this big, huge round table that's like in the center of the restaurant. And I'm talking, this place had like a huge ice sculpture of an eagle when you walked in that was just breathtaking. Nothing like anything like I'd ever seen. You know, I was amazed. And, oh my goodness, we got to go up in the arch and we got to eat at that uprise table one night, and we got to spend, I believe it was 8 nights and 9 days in St. Louis, Missouri. All because Miss Heaton let me sell suckers, and because my mama taught me how to make them and did it with me. But I tell you what, that was well over 4,000 suckers that we made and wrapped and twist tied up. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that story. Someone was teasing me yesterday and asking if I was going to be the next Justin Wilson. Wouldn't that be a hoot? About the closest I'm going to get to Justin is telling the stories, and I don't think I can beat his. So we're going to check and see what temperature we're at. I'm going to get me a new candy thermometer. This one's okay. This one's a good one, but I prefer, there's a silver one with a flat, it's about a 2 or 2.5 inch wide, and that's really what I'd like to have. But like my daddy said, one in one hand and poop in the other, and see which one fills up faster. And that's probably what you're gonna get. My daddy is full of wisdom, wasn't he? Actually, he was and is to this day. That one is not ready yet. We're gonna rinse this off real quick. Put it back in the next one. Because this one was boiling first. That is such a pretty pink. Look at that. Can you see that? Let me turn this. Yeah, I think you can see it. What? Oh my. Let's see what this says on here. Like I said, it takes a while to boil. It's so worth it though. We're getting there. We're up above, we're about 260 and climbing pretty fast. Okay. So we're getting ready to do the strawberry. Okay, so we're going to clean this one off. We're going to rinse the thing off real quick. Put it in here. Put it in here and see how hot we are. Okay, this one we're going to go ahead and put in a 1/4 teaspoon. Actually, that's all I got in it, so I'm just going to shake the rest of that out. Oh, that smells so good. Okay, we're doing good on that one. So, oh my, you can't really see it, I don't think. Let me bring it over to you. we're going to start with this one right here, just for visual effects. Move that one out of the way, causing my paper to mess up. Okay. And you want to do this kind of quick. Because it will harden as soon as you pull it off the heat.